the oyster traveler, Brooke here again. We are on our way to the Poas Volcano today. This is one of the most visited tourist attractions here in Costa Rica. So we're going to take a look at it today and hope it's clear. So far so good. The sky's blue right now, but again, Poas crater is infamous for clouding over at the last minute. So we're going to cross our fingers and hopefully we'll be able to show you the crater soon. By the time you get up here, you'll have seen that the vegetation around you is already changing. Me, myself, being from Washington State, I enjoy the cold. Don't get me wrong, I love the heat of Costa Rica as well. But if you'd like to get out of the Costa Rican heat for the day, a nice day trip to the Poas Volcano is a very nice relief from some of the heat that you can get in the lower areas of Costa Rica, like the beaches or the central valleys and things like that. You're gonna see a lot of different vendors. A couple of the most popular items that you're gonna see are fresas, which are some strawberries right here. Also, there's a cheese that's called palmito cheese. You're gonna find a lot of this up here on the way to the volcano. They have two different types right here. This actually comes from a little town called Grecia. They have a fresh type of cheese right here. It's kind of like a stringy mozzarella cheese. This is about 3,000 colones, which is probably about $5.50. And then they have kind of aged version, which is a little bit harder. This is just under $3, so we'll call it maybe $2.50. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of these and some fresas. And it's just kind of something that can add to your kind of Poas Volcano trip because it's just so typical from around here. So that's kind of what it looks like, just like that. So this is some of the palmito cheese that I was just telling you about. As you can see, it kind of comes wrapped like this and kind of pulls apart like a string cheese. This is some of the freshest cheese that you're gonna get. I actually love to take a little chunk like this off of it, and then I have this nice box of strawberries. So I get this strawberry, I take a bite. Cheese.
Oh my God.
It's delicious, you have to try it. Michelle said strawberry cheesecake. That's exactly what it tastes like. Fresh cheese and strawberries.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. We're here, it's sunny, let's go. And it burns, 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 this ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right, here we are, this is some exciting stuff. We're here today at the Poas Volcano. This crater, or volcano if you will, is on the top of a mountain range that's called the Ring of Fire. It actually starts, if you will, it starts a circle. It starts down at the very bottom of Chile, kind of comes up here through Peru, and then Ecuador, Central America, Mexico, the western part of the United States, California, Oregon, Washington, up through Canada, Alaska, and then it'll shoot over to Russia, come down through Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, and then over here towards New Zealand, and then kind of shoots over back towards Chile. Again, it's a ring of fire. It's a range of mountain ranges that have volcanic activity. I'm from Washington State. Mount St. Helens is on the same ring of fire. It erupted in 1980. So this is the same kind of mountain range chain or circle, if you will, called the Ring of Fire. Kind of interesting stuff. This crater lake is the most acidic lake in the world. It's the most volcanically active crater in the world also, and it's about a mile across, which is pretty interesting. It's so acidic that there's a layer of liquid sulfur laying at the very bottom of the lake. The lake itself is about 850 feet deep, and the water kind of seeps into these cracks that are at the very bottom of the lake in the Earth's crust. And as the water seeps into these the magma will cause that water to turn into steam. And these pockets of steam will get so much pressure in them that after the steam exceeds a certain pressure that's higher than the weight of the water above it, these geysers will just shoot out of the water. They get to be sometimes 820 feet tall. So this is really cool. They're not really shooting right now. However, there's steam pockets that are coming out of what's called the faroles, coming from the Latin fumus, which means smoke, or fumar in Spanish. It's coming, there's some carbon dioxide coming out of there, hydrogen chloride, all kinds of kind of volcanic kind of goodness seeping up out of that crater. Again, we were very, very lucky to see the volcano today, or the crater rather. Usually, probably 2.5 times out of 5 you have a 50-50 chance of actually seeing the crater because there's so much clouds that come into this cloud forest that we're in. So definitely worth the day trip. If you do happen to get up here, pay the $15 to get in and the $3 for parking and you don't see it, unfortunately that's the way it is. You might wait a little bit because the clouds might subside and push off. However, the day trip coming up here was beautiful. Definitely worth it if you guys have a day trip to do it. And me being from Washington, I love the cold weather, so it's a little bit of a break from the Costa Rican heat. Alright, that was awesome. We just saw the northern crater, which is called the Laguna Caliente. Now there's a second inactive crater. It's called Los Botos and it's on a trail. I'm pretty excited to see that one too. Again, it's inactive. It looks beautiful, surrounded by a rainforest. What's not to like? Let's go take a look. Alright, we're here. We are at the second southern inactive crater. It says 60 minutes there and back. They're probably counting on you taking some pictures, chit-chatting, blah, blah, blah. I probably took about 10 or 15 minutes at a brisk pace to get here. If you're worried about the time, it's definitely worth it, I think. Well, we'll see. Let's take a look what's around the corner. It seems like it's going to be pretty cool, so let's have a look. Wow, I'm at the second lake right here. It's the second crater right now. This one is actually inactive. It's a quick 20-minute walk from the walk back from the initial crater, or the Laguna Caliente as they call it. Again, this one's inactive. There is some amazing rainforest vegetation up here. You can see it. Today I looked out. It's a beautiful day. The clouds are shining. There's other people enjoying the day right with me. So if you have the time and you're not in a hurry and it's not completely cloudy, I would say that this is definitely worth your time to come out here and go ahead and take a look at this second lake. Los Botos is what it's called. Again, great lake, great day. We really lucked out. Awesome. Alright, we just came down from the Poas Volcano. That was awesome. Just wanted to say one more thing. On your way down, there's going to be a lot of different types of restaurantes, little restaurants that are kind of scattered along the hillside. They all have beautiful views, so if you have some time, and especially if you're feeling a little hungry, definitely stop, and this is the type of view you're going to have. Absolutely gorgeous. So, hope you guys like that, and we'll see you soon.